This is the fall tobacco basket class. I usually mute everybody at the beginning of the call to cut down on background noise. Just make sure you know where your unmute button is. So if you have a question, oh, she just disappeared. I don't know where she went. Anyway. The first time she'd been in a class. So I was panicked. I was digging through my closet. I couldn't find all the greenery. I didn't know where I put it. Found it, thank goodness. Let me fix this a little bit. I knew I forgot to do something. There we go.
Hey guys.
Hey Bridget.
How are you, sweetie?
Hi.
Is your day better?
Honey, is this your first class?
No, second.
Oh, okay, because I don't think I'd seen you in a while. I'm sorry, what did you just ask me?
I said, how was your day?
It was good, it was busy, and here's the top of my head. I wish I could, I need to be able to get a new camera set up here so you guys can see my face. You can see my face too. You know, it's important to me that you see what I'm doing. Right. And not see my face. There's some noise going on here. I'm going to mute everybody here. If you have any questions, just, you know, go ahead and hit your unmute button. We're going to get started. Okay. This is the sign that I ended up picking out. I could not find the sign because that wasn't my tobacco basket, obviously. I got permission to use that picture from, I think her name was Pam. I could not find that sign. Somebody said that sign was at Hobby Lobby. I could not find it, and I really wanted it. So I did get this one instead. You really can't see this part. It's so bright in here. But it fits really nicely in the top of my tobacco basket. So that's going to go there. Now, the floral foam that I ended up getting is a little bit different. You can see the texture is a little bit different. And the only reason I got this kind was because the other kind of floral foam, where was I that day? Was I at Hobby Lobby or Michael's? I think I might have been at Michael's. It was all falling apart. It was all crumbling. All the ones that they had were just literally falling apart. So if you have the rectangular kind, and you'll notice the texture is a little bit different in that kind, that's totally fine. This one just has a little bit of a different texture to it. I think the other kind is more for putting real flowers in too, because you can actually wet those. These I think are more for dry flowers, but you can use either. I just happened to grab the circle because I thought it would fit nicely in the bottom of my basket, but if you have a rectangle, that's fine. Another interesting thing I wanted to tell you, I don't know.
Christina.
Yeah.
Should your foam be, the foam I've had is like bigger, it's like taller than my basket when I put it in the basket. Do I need to trim it down?
Let me see. It's too big?
Well, it looks like it's sticking up over the basket a little bit, and I cut it like.
Well, are you going to have a sign or anything?
I do have a sign. I sent you a picture on your phone earlier asking you about it, and you must not have gotten it.
Oh, no, I didn't.
But see, I put my sign in. I got the sign.
You found that sign. I couldn't find it. I should have had you get me one.
It's at Hobby Lobby. I found a bunch of them. Anyway,
they didn't have those at all. Hold on, let me click on that because I want to see that. Let me click on your picture. Hold on. Hold that up.
I think my phone is too big.
Oh, I love that sign. Yes, it's definitely too big. If you want to go ahead and hold up just the foam so I can see it.
In the basket or without the basket?
Without the basket. I would actually cut that in half.
Okay. Just
right down the middle. And we'll wait a minute. We'll wait a minute for you to do that. Just get like a knife, like a serrated knife. Yeah.
I just use my scissors.
Yeah, that's fine. I think half would be good. That would be perfect. You got those electric scissors? I need to get
like
those.
That much?
Hold on a second. Let me. Your video disappeared. Hold on. Oh, my cat's going crazy. My son is asleep and my daughter went out, and I don't want to leave the cat out there with the dog, so I had to lock her up, and now she's meowing. Put it in the basket and let me see, honey, how it looks. Can you go the long way with it or no? Or would it be, no. Take your foam and turn it the other way. Don't move the basket. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that?
Yes. Yep. Just like that. That's perfect.
All right, we're good. Sorry, I didn't mean to
No,
distract.
that's okay. Let me, I wish I got your text. Let me let this cat out. Hold on. I'm not bothered at all. Hear me? All right, sorry about that. She does not like to be in her room. Okay. I think the first thing we're gonna, does everybody have a sign or no? Pam, you have one?
I have the same sign you do.
You do? Okay, let's do the sign first. Now, what do you have for your sign, Pam? How, like, do you have these little things, the little cable tie holders, or no?
I do.
Okay.
I bought some of those, so I have those sitting next to me in my zip.
Because I'm gonna use these. If you guys don't have these, all you really need to do is have a heavy duty staple gun. You can take your pipe cleaners and you can actually staple them to the back of your sign, or you can use hot glue. Hot glue isn't really a wise choice if you live in the South and you're going to be hanging this outside, because hot glue tends to melt in the warmer temperatures. These are awesome, and I've shown these in my videos before. These are little cable tie holders, and you can see there's a little hole. You can see that in the middle, if you can see that or not, and it's self-adhesive, and they're by the cable ties. One thing that I've been doing lately, and I don't have any super glue, and I had a problem, I don't know if you saw my post in the other group, with this nasty stuff. And I say that because it works really well, but boy, does it smell. Lately, what I've been doing is when I'm attaching these, I'll put a little bit of extra glue, because I've had my sign pop off sometimes with these. It's pretty strong, but if you have a heavier sign, you're gonna wanna maybe take a dab of super glue before you place it on your sign. Now, I have this E6000. When I've heard that the spray does not smell, because if you want to maybe spray your wreath and it helps control fraying, but this stuff smells really, really bad. Now, my sign, I attached my cable tie holders to a sign that I made, I had custom made for a customer. It was a wreath that was going to Florida. I had to let that sign sit outside for 3 days before this glue smell went away. It was terrible. So I wish I had, it smells gone now. I gotta show you the sign because it's super cute. Hold on. The smell finally did go away, but I'm thinking I can't send this to my customer with a smelly sign. And these are really on there now. But this is a sign that I had custom made for Susie Brazel. She lives in Florida. This is going to go on that wreath I posted with the coral and the natural jute, the ruffle wreath. That's going to go by her pool. So I'm very excited to get that to her. But this smelled for like 3 days. So if you have super glue, use super glue instead. But for now, since I don't have super glue, I'm not going to use the 6000 because it doesn't dry wet right away like super glue does either. It takes a good 24 hours to cure. So I'm just going to use these for now, and then I'll pop over to Walmart tomorrow and get some super glue. And you know, if it falls off, but they usually do. Like if the sign is lighter, they stay pretty good. All right, so that's it. So if you have these, great. If not, if you have a heavy-duty stapler, just get your pipe cleaners and staple them onto the back of your sign. I'm just finding my pipe cleaners here. Hold on. Because all we're going to do, I don't want to glue this because I don't think the glue is going to hold. So you can see the little holes here. And I don't even go all the way through. I just go through a little bit. Just twist it a couple of times. I'm just going to attach this right through the basket with the pipe cleaners, and it'll hold. I have to tell you guys that, you know, whenever I'm having a bad day and I ask you guys to send me a little love and prayers, boy, this something works when you guys do that, because I always end up feeling better by the end of the day. So this sign fits pretty perfectly in here. So how are you doing though, Gina? Are you caught up? Do you have your foam? You have your foam cut and everything. You're good. So your sign's a little smaller, Gina, but you can still do it this way. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm actually going to go through right here. I'm going to go through this one, I think. Hold on, let me think for a second here. How do I want to do this? I think I'm going to go through the outside one here. This outside one. And I'm just going to kind of weave it around a couple of times. I may have to glue it too.
Christina,
Yeah.
if your sign is a little bigger than your basket,
If it's a little bigger,
yes,
who's this talking? Is this Debbie?
yes.
I would have to see what you're talking about. How is it's like bigger this
Yes.
way, like it's too wide? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it hangs over about 1/2 inch on each side.
Hold on a second, because I couldn't hear you. I'm plugging in my glue gun. 1 second. Let me turn my volume up here. I'm honestly, Debbie, I'm not sure if that's going to work if it's bigger. I don't know. Hold on a second. How much bigger is it?
It's about 1/2 inch on each side, so it don't fit down in the basket. I can just wait and find another.
Well,
one.
no, you know what? And try to attach it anyway. If it doesn't lay flush to the bottom of the basket,
No, it doesn't.
you can, I'm sorry?
It doesn't. It's overhanging on the sides.
Okay. See if you can try to attach it with your pipe cleaners and see if it's sturdy enough. If it isn't, maybe get a piece of floral foam and cut it down so the floral foam is, I don't want to say flush with the sides of your basket, but
Right.
so it's in a little bit so the sign can rest on top of it. And
Right.
you can glue it to the foam as well. You're not going to see the foam because it's going to be behind the sign. But that way you'll be able to glue the sign on top of the foam and as well as attach it with the pipe cleaners on the side. I think it would look okay. Like I said, I can't see it.
I may just wait and get another sign.
Okay.
I went
Alright.
to Michael's and I couldn't find one that I liked but this one.
Yeah, I actually, I brought my tobacco basket right over to the sign area, so I wanted to make sure it would fit, so.
Well, Michael's is about 2 hours away from me.
Oh, no.
I live in a rural area.
Oh, my gosh. Is that the only craft shop that
Well, we
you
have
have?
a Hobby Lobby. It's about an hour.
Oh, my gosh. I understand. That's why you're always asking for the kits.
Yeah. Yeah.
To make it easier.
Right. Because I order most of my stuff online.
Yeah. You know, I do that too. I do all my Christmas shopping online too. It's only
Hey, Debbie, let me see your sign because
I don't think she has
have
a
a Hobby Lobby.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Because I have a Hobby Lobby and a Michael's both really close to me. But you were saying you have to get a smaller sign, right?
Right. This was too big.
Okay.
It came
Okay.
covered.
Or would it be cheaper to get a bigger basket? Because I could pick up a bigger basket for you and send it to you if I needed to.
Well, I have a large basket. I didn't even think about
Okay.
that. I'll go in there and see if it'll fit in the large basket. Thanks.
Okay. Well, let me know because I don't mind picking one up and sending it to you.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
got one. I bought one large and 2 medium.
Okay.
Thanks.
That's very sweet of whoever that was. Who was that just talking there?
Bridget?
Oh, that was Bridget. Okay, I didn't see your video. I didn't see you talking. So I'm just gonna try to put a little bit of glue under here too. I don't really think I need to have the glue, but I think these pipe cleaners will hold okay.
I cheated. I used zip ties.
Oh, that's a good idea. I should have used zip ties. There you go. Tammy, why didn't you say something? That's all right.
I started with the thing and I thought, well, I have the zip ties. I might as well just use those. So zip and it's attached. Yeah, we have the exact same sign.
Yeah. You know, and I have zip ties here too. I just bought a bunch for the Unique in the Creek, zinnia.
I feel bad for her.
Yeah, you know what? Unfortunately, people are going to do that. You know, and here's the thing with me. I mean, that could happen to me too, because I send everybody YouTube links. You know.
It just would not occur to me, and I feel bad. She posted the site, and when I looked, there's Mrs. Ina Field is there. She posted them all, and she makes it sound like they're her videos.
Wait a minute. So she didn't just do the rose; she posted a lot of it.
Yeah, I think there's 8 of them. Yeah,
that's terrible.
There's 8 of them. Yeah. Later on, she posted Unique. I forget her name. She posted the link to she said, go at it with the rose. And when I clicked on it to see what she did and how she presented it, down in there, it says 1 of 8. And Mrs. Ina Field is there. I don't know what else is there, but she says, my name is Lori Yathia, and I'm going to show you today how to make this.
So she acted like it was hers. Now, I know the Scarecrow one, Ina Fields, that's a free one anyway. She did a live on that one, so that's not a paid tutorial. So, if she's claiming it's her.
Yeah. I thought that's the way she makes it sound. She makes it sound like it's hers. And that's just wrong.
Yep, it is.
And she didn't give credit back.
No.
She didn't say I learned this and wow.
No. And whenever it comes on, the Unique in the Creek logo's there.
Oh, great.
So it's just wrong.
It's wrong. It is. You don't do that to each other.
And you know what? I've seen so much. We just had our 1-year anniversary, you guys. Robin and Emmy. We just had our 1-year anniversary for our group. July 30th was our first class, 2017. I was going to post something and I totally forgot. Yeah, can you believe it? All right, this is staying pretty well just by me doing the you can do zip ties too, like Pam did, but I just went around and wrapped around the pipe cleaner around the back. I did put a little bit of glue, but I think because of the shape of the sign and the basket's kind of curved, I don't really think the glue did anything. But you can see that's not going anywhere. And this sign fits. You should go get this sign, Debbie, from Hobby Lobby. I know it's an hour away, but it fits really nice.
Well, it fit the large basket.
This is the medium, I think.
Yeah, that's what I had, but I had a large one too. And I went and checked the large one like that.
Oh, okay.
What was her name that told me?
Uh-huh. I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Bridget.
Yes, thank you, Bridget.
Oh, you're welcome, Debbie. No problem.
Thank you very much.
I'm just going to mute you guys again. I hate to do this, but there's some background noise here, so for just a minute here. If you guys have like TVs or anything.
I'm back, Christina. I lost my internet connection, but I'm back.
Oh, okay. Do me a favor, you guys. I hate to mute you, but if you have like TVs or radios or anything on, I really don't want to have to keep muting you, but it's kind of hard to hear when there's background noise. That's all. I don't mean to be cranky or anything, but I hate to have to mute everybody, and then they have to unmute themselves to ask a question. Okay, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, I forgot. What we're going to do with this is, I saw somebody else making a tobacco basket, and they did a couple of different things, but I don't really think depending on the shape of your tobacco basket. Now, Hobby Lobby had some different kinds. I did not get this one from the Spring Shop. The Spring Shop had a bunch of different ones that had metal in them. They were all different shapes and different colors. This one I actually got, if you go into the home decor section where all the artwork and everything, it was like way on the other side of the store is where I got mine, and they're all like this. They don't have any handles, any fancy handles or any metal. It's just the wicker. It's all it is. Now, the reason I say that is because you can see how mine, they're pretty tightly woven together. If you have a basket that has, you know, bigger holes in it, and you're concerned with this piece of ugly green foam showing through the back, which in this case doesn't really show through that much. But if you have bigger holes in yours, I saw someone, she took a piece of burlap, like plain burlap, the same color as her basket, you know, brown, and she just laid it over where her foam was going to be, and she super glued it on, or she hot glued it on, and then she glued and wired her foam onto that, just so it didn't show through on the back. I'm not going to be too concerned about mine because mine, you know, it shows through a little, but really who's going to be looking at the back? So that's entirely up to you if you want to do that. But what we're going to do is we're going to glue it first, and I hope it's going to stick, but we're going to wire it too. So that's why I had you guys get your floral wire out. And don't ask me what gauge. If I could tell you how long I've had this floral wire, and I'm probably going to have to buy some more soon. I don't really ever use it, so I still have it. I'm looking for my glue stick here. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead, just put a bunch of glue on here, but we're not just going to rely on the glue because I need a new glue gun. It's not going to be strong enough. When you get your florals on there, it's going to kind of weigh it down. And hot glue likes this type of material, so it should. And again, if you have your burlap laid down there and glued on first, this will really stick to the burlap. But again, we're going to wire it too, so that's on there. But once we start sticking our flowers and everything in, you know, and our greenery, that's on there. Blurriness here. Okay. Now, I would say cut a nice length of your floral wire, 18, 20. I need to get a bigger measuring mat too. I'm going to do like 30 inches. Probably not going to need all that, but I want to make sure I have enough. And we're just going to cross over it like that. Now, depending on the shape of yours, I think it would still work with yours, Gina. Pam, do you have like a rectangular shape too?
I do. I have the rectangle, the wet foam.
Okay, okay. Can you hold yours up for a second so I can see the shape of what you have on there?
I have rectangular
You
too.
see it?
Right, I saw yours. Oh, what a little cutie, Bridget. Okay, hold it up like the long way just so I can see how big the block of it is, or maybe back up a little bit.
These
Back
are
up a little.
two. These are
They're
two.
two together. Okay, you can
Correct.
probably still crisscross because you're not going to want to go through the middle because that's just going to go right through the space that you have there. It's going to go right. So just
Okay.
try to crisscross it like I have here.
Okay.
We're just going to go down through. You're not going to see any of this, okay? Just go down through your basket. I'm going down through the holes at the bottom here. You can see that. And just twist it around a couple of times. You can tie it in the back, or if you want, so it's not being seen, you can tie it into the front. I mean, even if it's sticking out the back, I don't really think it's a big deal. here. Sharon is here. Mimi popped in. I just muted everybody though, Mimi. I'm sorry. Mimi, I have it fixed now, honey. So if you talk, it's not going to show a black screen.
Okay.
I fixed it, so you don't have to worry.
Okay.
So you can talk away. So I'm not really too concerned that my wire is showing over here. I'm just kind of twisting it around a few times. This is going to be covered by florals anyway. I'm just twisting it around that piece of the basket. And I'm going to go right across the foam like that, and I'm going to secure it on the other side. Go right down through the basket, and this piece is definitely going to be too long, but it's better that it's too long than too short. Now, if it goes into your foam a little bit, that's okay. If it cuts into your foam, don't worry about it. That's actually probably a good thing if it does that, because then you know it's really secure. I kind of cracked a piece of my basket a little bit here, but that's okay. Hold on the wire too hard. Actually, the glue is holding really well. See, my foam is a little bit, I don't want to say stronger, it's just a different material than the wet foam that you guys may have gotten. Only because the ones that they had at my craft store were all crushed. And I didn't want to use those, so. If you want to even maybe take your scissors and just kind of push it right inside your foam. I mean, you don't have to do that. Like I said, don't be afraid if it cuts into it a little bit on the end, because see how it cut right into it on the end here and it kind of disappeared? That's a good thing, because then you know it's really going to be holding that foam. And don't worry if the wire is showing over here, because you're going to cover that up. Doesn't have to be pretty. Somebody the other day I saw did one, and they used a can of spray foam. Now, I don't know if it was craft foam or if it was actual foam insulation. I don't know. But she said she took it the day before, because you got to let it dry, and she sprayed it all into the bottom of her basket, and it just sort of like solidified. And she used that to stick her florals in. And I actually was looking for a craft spray foam, and I really couldn't find one. So maybe I should email her and see what she used. But this is working pretty good. This is on there. It's not going to go anywhere. Okay. Is everybody caught up? Does everybody have their piece glued, or you need me to wait? I'm going to unmute everybody. Just make sure your TVs and stuff are off in case anybody has a question. Are you caught up? What's that?
I said, give me a minute.
Is that Debbie?
Yes.
Everybody, Sharon just became a grandma again, so say congratulations to Sharon.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Thank you.
And he's beautiful.
Thank you.
I hope you don't mind me telling everybody, Sharon.
That's fine. Christina,
Yeah.
how do we hang it?
How do we hang it?
Yes.
I mean, I would just go ahead and take like a pipe cleaner and run it through the basket, you know, and hang it that way. That's all I was probably going to do, or go through the very top.
Great.
One of the loops, a pipe cleaner, or a piece of wire, you know, whatever.
Okay. You did
That's
put
a
on
good
the bottom
idea.
too?
What's that?
Will the bottom pop out at all? Do you think?
This?
No, the whole bottom. You're hanging it up from the.
No, no. I mean, it's not going to be 20 pounds. No, it'll be fine.
Okay, great.
Who was that?
Linda.
Okay, Linda. I didn't recognize your voice. Is this your first class? Is this your first time in a class?
No, it'd be probably my second or third.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been just been getting the,
You're on here twice. I see your name on here twice.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out a new iPad
Oh,
and it's not working right, so I can't get it to turn off.
oh no.
Fix that afterwards.
All right. That's okay. Yeah, I don't see any black screen at all anymore. If you don't have your webcam on, it's not interrupting the video. So that's good. Now,
Yes, it still goes black.
I don't see a black screen. You do?
Yeah.
Does anybody else see a black screen when somebody is talking without their webcam?
Yes.
Really?
I do.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Me too, all the time.
Well, you know what? Maybe since I don't see it, maybe the recorded video won't show it. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't know, but I don't see it at all. Anyway. So, everybody then again. Okay. I actually have this piece of greenery that I wanted to use, but I'm thinking that I might not even want to separate it because I like the shape of it. I'm not even sure what kind of leaves these are, but I kind of like the shape of it and I kind of want to use it for my base, but I don't like, maybe lay it like that and secure it that way, but I would probably have to glue it like that, or this is too long up here. I don't want that. I don't think that's gonna work. I'm gonna have to probably just stick these in one at a time. I just like the way that was shaped. So you're gonna wanna start with your greenery first. If you can get this cut. Good Lord. There goes that one. My gosh. There we go. Okay. So you should just be able to stick these right in your foam. But this is really long, so I don't want this to go out that far. I'm going to kind of stick it up in the middle a little bit more. And it goes right in. It's probably going to go into your foam a little bit easier than mine because the floral foam, the wet foam, is a little bit softer. That's going to be my bottom. It's going to hang on at the bottom there. I'm going to let it hang out kind of far. And then I'm going to kind of go in on the side with these. So it's okay if it hangs over. Because that's what you want to start with. You want to start with a nice base of green. I think I want to tie that down. I don't like how that's sticking up like that.
Christina,
Yeah.
my glue gun just died.
Oh no.
Do you think a cool one will be all right?
Oh, you mean cold glue?
I have a cool glue gun.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
You can buy them hot or cool. I had a hot one.
I didn't know that. You can?
Yeah.
Wow. I
she's
didn't know
talking
that.
about, I think she's talking about them.
The what?
I think she's talking about the low temperature versus the high temperature.
Oh,
Yes.
I
Glue
see.
guns.
Yeah, that should be okay.
On the gun. Sometimes they say the cool doesn't hold as well as the hot,
That should be okay.
but my hot gun just died.
Oh dear. Perfect timing.
Yeah. I've been waiting on this class. I'll try the cool.
I'm actually just wiring down this one leaf here so it lays a little bit flatter. I just ran a piece of floral wire through the bottom of my basket I just wanted to get it to lay a little bit flatter. It was kind of sticking up. Okay. That's my first piece. Now I was considering using my Wreath stand and just like, you know, standing up and letting you see me add stuff that way, but then I don't really like to do that because then I'm blocking the view. So I kind of like to just lay everything flat on my table. I'm more comfortable working with something flat in front of me than standing up. I don't know why. I've tried it the other way before. It doesn't work for me. I like it this way better. I also have some of this stuff, which I guess is a fern. Doesn't really say what it is. I got this from Hobby Lobby, 50% off. Yours obviously does not need to look exactly like mine. Everybody has their own way of adding what they like, but again, you want to have a nice base of green, like I said. I don't know if I'm going to use all of these. Let's just see what we have here. Now, if you want to put a little bit of glue on the end of whatever you're sticking in before you stick it in, that's entirely up to you. If you have a glue pot, you can dab a little bit of, you know, dab the glue in there. I still have to get one of those glue skillets. Mine is, it's sticking in pretty securely, so I'm not even going to really worry about gluing mine. I'm going to have to glue some of my florals because I kind of made a mistake with my sunflower and I popped the flower right off of the stem. So now I don't have anything to stick into the foam. So I'm going to have to glue that on top of all my greens when I get them all on there. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just sort of like filling in all the spots. I have some boxwood too I might add. I'm not sure yet. Mine are all going to go like toward the bottom, into the sides. If you want yours to kind of go up a little bit more toward the top, you know, don't cover your sign obviously, but that's entirely up to you. I'm going to have mine going off to the side and the bottom. This one is sticking up on me here. You don't even, if you don't want to use greenery, you don't have to. You can just use leaves and fall flowers. Let me get this so you can see what I'm doing here. There. Doesn't look like much now, but when we add the leaves and everything, it'll, I've got some really pretty fall flowers that I got from the Dollar Tree too, believe it or not. I don't know if I want to add the boxwood. This boxwood that I got from Hobby Lobby is just really, really plasticky looking. Maybe I'll just add a couple in here and there. It's very stiff. That was way too big. Too big. Cut that down a little bit. Oops. That one just broke. Let's use this little baby piece. Stick this little baby piece in here. There. Bear with me, I need to look at this for a second. Oh, my battery. We're gonna lose battery. I forgot my battery. Okay, so there's my base of green. So you can see mine's more going out toward the bottom. I'm gonna fill this all in with fall florals. I have these green leaves too that were sort of, they were part of these sunflowers and I just kind of snipped them off. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I snipped them off like that and I didn't. I want to see something here. I want to see how this looks if I go like that. Just kind of put these green leaves around the top, but I would have to glue these. I don't like that. Yeah, I did a boo-boo when I kind of snipped these leaves off of the stem. So I'm just going to glue these because I want to use them. What is going on with my glue gun? It's like stuck. There we go. Oh my God, you know, Debbie, I think my glue gun just broke too.
Oh, no.
No, it's like it's stuck. Oh, here we go. The glue was like stuck. Now it's coming out.
Christina,
Yeah.
I think that my phone was too thick. I'm gonna hold mine up. I want you to see because I think my phone is way too thick for my sign's too far back. Can you
Hold on, let me find your video. I don't know where you went there, Miss Gina.
I
I
don't either.
think your video's on.
Oh,
Yeah, you got your.
probably. Wait a minute. There it is.
I see you. Hold on, let me click on you. Back up a little bit, honey. Back
That's
up.
what I'm doing.
No, that's fine. The sign is supposed to be set back. Oh, that's beautiful. How'd you get so far so fast? You are so fast. That's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Look how
I'm
fast she is, you guys. Look how fast.
I'm thinking about putting a bow at the bottom. I don't know if it needs one.
Oh my God.
Oh, my
That's
God.
gorgeous. Wow. No, it's supposed to be set back like that.
Okay.
Well, you're fast. I'm so jealous.
Did it need anything else in it?
I'm still doing no, go get a drink. You're good. You're done.
I told my mom's sitting here with me. She's watching me work.
Yeah.
I think I like working with this sometimes better than the Wreathe because I got this done. I can do a bunch of things.
Yeah, these are fast. These, you know, when you're just doing florals, these are fast. Again, you know, I put quite a bit of greenery on mine. You don't need to put that much on. I'm just trying to get my little leaves to stick because I wanted to use these.
Well, I may go back and get a fern and take some of the fronds and stick in to kind of maybe fill in, but I kind of like the way it
I
turned
don't
out.
think it needs anything. I think it's nice and full. I like it.
Ah,
Very nice. And I mean that. I'm not just saying that. You know, I wouldn't lie. All right, I just wanted to stick some of these leaves up here because I had them. Wish I could have found that sign. I should have had you grab me a couple. Now, like I said, the only reason I'm gluing these is because I did a boo-boo. And I don't know what I was thinking, but I pulled them off the stem. I want to cover up my foam entirely with green. There. Now, got a bunch of other stuff over here. Grab my stuff. I really like these from the Dollar Tree. They're little pomegranates, so little mini pomegranates. I thought those were so cute. From the Dollar Tree, believe it or not. We got those. And then I got some yellow sunflowers and I got some of these, but I know I want to use the yellow. So I'm not quite sure if I want to use those yet. But I know I definitely want to use the pomegranates. And I got some little leaf stems. These are again from the Dollar Tree with little pumpkins. I mean, I was very impressed with their florals. Oh, and just so you guys know, if you guys like to buy the Dollar Tree mesh, my store is getting some in on Friday. And I don't know if you guys ever watch Design with Scott. I watch him sometimes, but after a little while, you know, he's a very nice man, and he makes me nervous because he's just so hyper. So I watched him for a little while, and he was in the Dollar Tree, and I guess the new mesh they have out for fall is really, really pretty. It's a striped mesh, and it's really pretty. So they're going to be holding me a case. I like to use
Christina,
yeah.
it's Robin. Are they any of the, I don't see any witches hat. Have you seen any? I looked at the
know-
catalog.
I know that they have them on the website, and I heard that they're going to start shipping them to the stores this month.
Okay,
Like by the middle
Okay.
of the month, they're going to be having them. But, you know, call your local
What
store and find out when they're going to be putting out Halloween. Usually
Okay.
they put out Halloween the same time they put out fall.
okay. Yeah, mine aren't out. I have 3 Dollar Trees up here and none of them have any out yet. And I figure I better stock up when they come out.
Yeah, you can always just order a case online. I mean, if you want that many, you can get them online and have it shipped to the store.
I might have to.
free.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. I think I have maybe like 3 left from last year. I didn't really buy that many. I remember when I walked in, they had just opened up the case. And I don't like to do that. I don't like to take a whole case of something unless I know they're going to get more in. I don't like to be greedy. But I know that like when I asked her about the mesh, I asked if they were going to be getting, you know, more boxes in because I didn't want to take the whole case if that was their only case. And she says, no, we'll probably get like 4 or 5 cases. I'm like, okay, well, save me a case.
Christina, do you want me to go by my Hobby Lobby tomorrow and see if I can get you any of those signs?
You don't have to make a special trip. I mean, I was going to use it for this. What's
It's
that?
literally less than a quarter of a mile from my office.
You're lucky. You're lucky. If you
No,
want,
I'm not.
if you want to.
Jealous. But if you would
I
like some,
know.
I'll go get you some.
Oh, that would be nice. I mean, I just want one.
One, okay. I'll go by tomorrow and get it.
Thank you, honey.
All right. I'm gonna check out. I will see y'all later.
Bye, Speedy.
Bye.
Have a good night. So that just shows how critical we are of our own work. I thought that was gorgeous, and she wasn't, you know, she really wasn't sure if she liked it. I liked it. I'm just kind of sticking my little pomegranates in first. So really now all you're doing is just filling in, but you saw how fast she got hers done. Why is my battery running low again? I plugged it in. I'm just like a bull in a china shop, what I'm creating, and knock everything all over the place. I think I want to do my sunflowers though now because I do want to use these yellow sunflowers. But I'm going to have to glue these because, like I said, I accidentally snipped them off of the stem.
Where's your video?
All right, I wasn't looking up. 1 second. Thanks, Robin, or Pammy. I don't know why that happens sometimes. There we go. Okay. So I have to glue these. Pam, how was your Beauty and the Beast? Or not Beauty and the Beast, it was, what did you go
No,
see?
you're right. Beauty and the Beast, it was
How
fabulous.
was it? Nice?
It was really, really good.
I would
They
love to
did
see
a
that.
spectacular job.
It's like, it was like a Broadway show, or?
Yeah, it was the
Oh,
Broadway,
nice.
the touring company.
Wow. The kid's favorite movie when they were little.
It's my favorite.
Is it? Yeah, you said that on your
Absolutely.
post.
Absolutely my favorite.
Aw.
Oh, there you are. So where'd you go? All right, I'm gonna leave this.
So right now at this point, there's really no rhyme or reason to how you add your florals and your leaves or your pumpkins, you know, whatever you decide to add. You know, I know they say there's a certain way to do floral arranging, and it's definitely not something that I do a lot of, but I just kind of add and I look at it as I go along, and you kind of hold it up and you see where it might need something else. I may have put these two sunflowers a little bit too close together. I'm going to try to move this one over a little bit. I want them on top of each other. There is always the issue that, you know, I have sometimes, that I'm sure a lot of other people have, is as you're adding, you know, you never really know when to stop. You just want to keep adding, and but then there is a point where you have to say, okay, that's good enough. And these are just some little leaves and berries. This one has a little pumpkin on it. And that's nice because I was just able to bend that so it was facing this way instead of going straight up. I didn't want it to go straight up. This one doesn't want to seem to go in any farther. So I'm just going to go ahead and let it sit there. And when I clip off this extra, where'd my clippers go? This extra piece that's sticking up here. hear that rattling, I'm so sorry. It's just what I have my camera mounted on. Whoops. Now again, I'm not using any glue. You know, I see Pammy, you're using some glue. Feel free to stick your stem in a little bit of glue first if you're worried about it coming out. And bear with me, I just want to hold this up for 1 second and take a look at it. It comes together really fast, and you saw how quickly that Gina got done. Let me see what else I have over here. I thought these were really pretty too. I'm not sure what these are. Let me see. These are dahlias, but they're like a pretty fall color. I think I'm going to add a few of these too. I actually have a really nice, some pumpkin stems that I got from the at-home store. I don't know if you guys have an at-home store near you. My God, I'm like a kid in a candy store in that place. Beautiful, beautiful things they have. They have Christmas out already, but they have a lot of really pretty fall stuff too. And the prices are really reasonable. Very, very reasonable. I got some pumpkins there. I'll show you those in a minute. I might add a few of those in. I just love the colors of fall. The oranges and the reds. I really, really love it. Anywhere you think this might need some more color, that's where you want to put some more. Very, very simple. Where'd my stem go? That thing is just rattling like crazy. Oh my gosh. The whole table is shaking. I have to find my foam. I can't find it. It's buried under all this green. There we go. Dropped one of my flowers. I have all this glue. These glue strings attacking me here. Stop shaking. There. Oops. Can't see my foam, so I'm just kind of like blindly stabbing. Actually have some more leaves too. That's coming together, I think. What do you guys think? Yes, no? You think I maybe,
I think it looks gorgeous.
you think I put too much green on there or no?
No, I think I'm in a muck over flowers.
Why, what's wrong?
Let me see.
Let me click on you. Hold on a minute here. Whoops, where'd you go? Hold on, Pammy.
I'm here.
Back up a little bit so I can.
Too many?
I can't really see it.
Hey.
No, I like that. You don't like it?
I do. Yeah, I do. It's
Just
hard.
Just
You're right.
know when.
Well, I
know
have
when-
other little stuff to put in there.
Yeah, I
Like
think
pumpkins.
the flowers are good if you have like little pumpkins and maybe little berries and stuff.
Yeah, I do.
I like that.
I even bought some stuff that has like cat and nine tails on it, but I don't.
That's
think
right, you
those
told me
go
that.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think as I fill it, I'll be happier.
Of course. I'm not really feeling mine yet either. That's why I keep holding it up. I'm wondering if I put too much green on. That's my problem. You said you're having a problem with the flowers. I'm thinking I put too much green on mine, but I do have some more leaves here. I can find my clippers. I might try to tuck some pumpkins in though. I do have some pumpkins. I'm not sure if I like these leaves. Let's see, let me take a look and see. I feel like I shouldn't have put these sunflowers so close together. Let me see if I can stick a leaf in the middle. Just sort of like, separate them a little bit. I do have these sunflowers too, but I don't know if I want to add these since I have the yellow ones too. I don't want to go too crazy. Maybe I'll just add a couple on the outside. Again, sometimes you kind of have to know when enough is enough. You can bend these too. So if you don't like the way your flower is facing, you can bend the stem to get it to go the way you want it to go. You want it to face more to the front. Okay, 9:13. How you doing, Miss Bridget? You're studying me intently. I see you.
Well, you were talking about how you think you overdid it on the greenery. I
Yeah.
don't think you overdid it, but what about maybe adding some of the colored leaves down into the greenery?
Yeah, that's what I'm
If
thinking
you
too.
think that's too much.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to move my color down, but I don't really know how I would add it down here because this is all
Down
kind of,
here,
it's all
yeah.
kind of hanging, you know,
yeah.
unless I maybe do some glue, but I don't think I really want to do that.
You don't want to do the glue because then that's really gonna mess
Yeah.
with your greenery.
Yeah. If I have to, I can always trim these down. I can just get some scissors and just trim them. You know what I mean? So they're not hanging down so far. I probably won't really make a decision to do that until I kind of hang it up on my wall later.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at and trying to figure out when you were saying you think you went overboard. I don't think you did. I think it's gorgeous, but if you felt like you did, if you felt like you did, maybe bringing in some of those colors, like the orange leaves, if you could bring them down. But
Yeah.
the way you're doing the orange sunflowers now, bringing those down is actually hiding some of that green.
Yes.
And it's blending it in really well.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know if I wanted to use these orange sunflowers because I have the yellow, but I kind of like it.
No, I think you needed that, and the yellow looks really pretty because it's just that pop of bright color, which is exactly it pulls in with the yellow pumpkin up above.
Yep. I just don't want to add too much though. That's the thing. I don't want to get crazy. I might want to put a couple of pumpkins in. Let me see what I have here. Now I've got these. Hold on. I got both of these from the at-home store. These are like some little. They're like little fuzzy pumpkins. And then I just have these plain ones. This was a really big stem that I got. I might save these. Maybe I'll just use these 3 little fuzzy ones. I thought these were really cute. I like the texture of them.
Yeah, those 3 little pumpkins would be perfect.
Yeah.
To finish it off.
Now to figure out where to put them.
Right there. That's what I was looking at.
You think so? Even though there's one right there, there's already one right there.
Oh.
Okay. There's just a little tiny one there. I am certain I will be messing with this after class. I usually do. I get it hung on my wall and I look at it and I move things or I add things. I love this glue. I love those pomegranates though. Let me take a look here and see. Trying to fix this leaf here. It's trying to stick up a little bit there. Bear with me. I'm thinking. Sometimes hot glue sticks really fast and sometimes you kind of have to hold it for a minute. It's not going to stick. I really want this to go right here. There we go. I think I'm going to put one more pumpkin on. Did you buy the stuff to make this yet, Bridget, or?
I haven't been able to yet, just with life circumstances, but next week I'm going to hit Hobby Lobby and Michael's, and I'm going to get the 7.5 inch ribbon that you talked about for that other wreath.
I hope you can find it. Yeah, I know some Michael's are a little bit slower at putting that out.
Yeah. Next week I'm going to hit the stores hard and get all the stuff.
There you go.
Get all the stuff. So I had to finish paying off our cruise.
Oh, so goodness.
That took away from my fun money, other fun.
If you ever get like stuck in a store and you want to show me something, just message me on Facebook. I'm in front of my laptop like all the time.
Yeah, as quick as you answer, I believe that.
And I've had people do that. They send me a picture and say, "I'm in Hobby Lobby. What do you think of this?" It's I don't mind at all.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've got to get that because Missy and I are getting ready to open up our Facebook store. So I need to get several of the wreaths made to get that. She does custom tumblers and I do the wreaths and hair bows and home decor type stuff. So
Did you see the
yeah,
other
I need to.
Did you see the other group I just started?
Yes, I did. And I joined.
Okay, good. Because you can post other stuff there too, not just read.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
What new group, Christine?
Didn't you join?
I don't think. I don't
Didn't
know.
I send you an invite? I don't know. I just got this crazy idea yesterday just because I'm crazy. Maybe because I was drinking a little bit of rum. Because I know in Need to Read, my other group, that, you know, we just encourage reads. But I know there's a lot of people out there that do other stuff. You know, they have other crafts, like you mentioned, you know, your friend does the tumblers. And I wanted to just create another group where people could share reads, but share other things too. If they do sewing, if they do cross stitch, whatever. So I'm just sitting there thinking, and I talked to my admins and I said, what if I just did a group and just called it, you know, something dumb like, you know, Wreath and Craft Lovers, you know, galore, or Wreath and Craft Addicts United. And they're like, yeah, I like that. So that's what I called it. So, Pammy, I have another group. You can go and join.
Okay.
But I thought I sent you an invite. I might not have.
May not. That's okay. Yesterday I had 5 little girls and they made flower pots.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Oh my God, they had so much fun. I bought terracotta pots and they just went nuts. They painted them and then we let them dry and then I put a bunch of flowers in for them and we decorated them. They had so much fun and I had just as much fun as they did.
Doing it, yeah.
Nobody's, the oldest one is 10. So we went anywhere from 3 to 10.
Wow.
So much fun.
Nice.
So much fun. So they're already, what are we gonna do? So next month it'll be pumpkins. I'm gonna let them paint craft pumpkins and decorate them.
How fun. So yeah, I've got to get these wreaths made. I've got some hair bows I need to make. There's some little wooden trays that I'm gonna paint and decoupage, and then we're trying to work on getting our Facebook page built so that we can get it opened in time for holidays. So
That's awesome. I don't know, you guys. I think I'm done. I was considering maybe trying to put some more flowers. Boy, oh boy. I was considering trying to put some more flowers down over my greenery, but I
think you pulled it down enough. I think it's perfect.
Aw, they're so sweet. How come these look like eyeballs to me?
I agree. I think it looks great.
They look like
I wouldn't touch it. I would leave it exactly the way it is.
Aw, thank you so much. What'd you say, Miss Pammy? You said you like it?
Oh, I love it. I think it's beautiful.
Thank you, Pammy. You're so sweet. I'm glad we finally got this done.
Yeah.
We put it off long enough. I just feel like it's lopsided over here. Well, why do I feel like it's lopsided? Anyway, it is what it is. I'll fix it later. You think it looks lopsided or no? I think maybe once it's hanging on my wall.
I don't think
it's lopsided at all.
Not at all.
All right, you guys, what time is it? It's only 9:30 Eastern time and we're done. It's very fast. But I don't know though, Bridget, you may find that I might end up adding more, so.
You're worse than I am.
Sometimes I don't know when to stop. Anyway,
No,
you guys.
I think I'm going to add, I think I have some pumpkins left over from last year because I think I'm going to add something to this.
Yeah.
See?
Venus was gorgeous. I can't believe
Pam, that's gorgeous.
I like it, but I think it needs some pumpkins.
Yeah, throw some pumpkins in there.
It'll pick up the pumpkins from the sign.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I like the fall colors.
I do too.
Thank you.
I Again, if you guys that are watching the video after class, you didn't attend the live class, greenery is definitely optional. You know, you could just put a little in. You don't have to go overboard. Well, I think I went overboard. Maybe I didn't. Like I did. You could just even do your fall colors. You don't have to do any green at all. That's it. I'm going to sign off, guys.
Okay, so am I. I've got to get the grandkids bathed into bed.
Okay, good luck.
All right.
See you
Good night,
guys
everybody.
later.
Good night. Thank you.
Night.